how important is it to have people to work with? There was something that Jim Rohn said, something super inspirational to me, which was, if you can get 3 people to lock onto an idea, you can very well change the world. And I think a lot of us are trying to pursue this life alone, and a lot of us don't know how to go about accruing people that will actually believe in them, that will actually trust them, that will actually move their initiative forward. And the reality is, first and foremost, we need to present value. We need to present either the inspiration to start an idea off, the energy, the excitement, the vision, the strategy. Either we need to present that so that we can hook those people and say, hey, do you think you can offer some time to help me build this out? Or we need to be someone that is receptive to these ideas and to say, hey, I have some time and energy and I'm willing to put that in order to make sure this initiative comes true and becomes a reality. My name is Tarab. I make videos about emotional intelligence every day. Today I'm going to talk about teamwork, how to construct teams, and really what it takes to make sure that they stay with you. Longevity is the key here, my friends. And that comes with trust. So how do we establish trust? If you're in a leadership position in your team, which honestly I expect every single person that works in my office to be trying to be a lead, at least in some capacity in their team. So it makes them feel like they need to be better, them feel like they need to try to achieve more. It's gonna be essential for us to give a little bit of freedom to the people in our teams. To say, hey, you have some ideas, I'm not you, I don't have all the time in the world, and I don't have your expertise, but I know that you know something that, and you're passionate about something that I'm not necessarily knowledgeable about or passionate about. Go and try to do that thing. Obviously, as we first start off our teams, there's a lot to learn, a lot of like moving parts. It's like, okay, do I really need to push this hard over here? Do I really need this person to reel in, or are they okay the way that they are? I tell you all of this because I want you to be a leader in your life. I want you to be a true catalyst in your life. A catalyst is something that will, without it, something will not be possible. And I think a lot of us are looking to be that person in life because it satisfies us in a very deep way. That we're actually useful, that we're needed, that we're building something, building towards something, that we're not just staying like this, forever. And teams are the way to start accessing that part of ourselves. People are the way to start accessing part of ourselves that's constructive. Accountability is a big thing with teams. In terms of how much I value the accountability when it comes to moving forward and making progress, I would say accountability is like 65% of making anything possible. Is to say to someone, hey, you said you'd do this, did you do this? Or to yourself, to always look back at that calendar, to always look back at that list of goals that you have and to start knocking them out. Accountability is the thing that makes it so that all of the things, all of the excuses that we have in life, all of the nuisances that come up, all of the heartaches or the headaches that come up, that accountability is like, listen, facts are straight. The facts are this. You did this or you didn't do this. And we need to have that. We need to have that with our teams. We need to have that with ourselves. So the other thing I want to talk about is, if you're looking for people, where do you find them? Where do you find the good people? For many years of my life, I put together a metaphor that was like, I'm sifting through sand. I'm finding gold or platinum, or I don't know, platinum's probably not in sand. But something of substance through all the sand. And in some ways, I think a lot of us look at life like this when we've had enough of those experiences, that we've moved around a lot, we've maybe led those teams and maybe found those good friends in life. It is a matter of just reps. You have to go and put in the reps to try to find those people. You have to actually care enough and believe that they're out there. There's a beautiful quote that I want to drop on you. It's, you will find what you are looking for. you will find what you are looking for. If you're looking for trouble, if you're looking for people that can distract you from your goals, any of that stuff, you'll find it. If you're looking for productive people, people that are smarter than you, people that have ideas, people that are expansive in their approach, you'll find that too. So just make sure that your mentality is straight when you're coming to this, right? That you're not jaded, that you understand, sure, the vast majority of people might not be all that productive or all that useful to your initiative, but that doesn't mean that the useful, productive people do not exist. It's just a matter of going and finding them. So how do you do that? You go and network all of the time. If you have a 9-to-5 job and you're looking to build a business, or if you're looking to go and expand into another field, or if you're looking to get knowledge in any capacity, there's thousands of free resources online. Meetup is one of them, just to start experimenting with getting out there if you're like really timid and you really don't have any network whatsoever. If there's a specific field that you're in, there's a bunch of conferences. There's obviously YouTube channels. There's people on social media that are talking about these things, that have their own communities that you can engage with and find people that are in your locale. Universities, clubs, in your own organization, going to the leadership in your organization and saying, hey, do you know someone that knows something about this? Can I go and meet that person? Would you be willing to make that introduction? Right? That's all the free stuff. Don't even get me started on the paid stuff. And the philosophies that people have when it comes to paying for an employee, or paying for an Indeed application to keep it up, or to pay for a course that might give you access to the people that are curious about the same things that you're curious about. I think a lot of people don't realize that when we go and sit in these master classes, these seminars, I would say 80% of their benefit, obviously 20%, you're obviously getting some information that's very, very relevant and valuable to you, ideally. But the people that are there are probably of a very similar mentality to you. So it would behoove the person attending these seminars and these meetings to realize it's your responsibility to take full advantage of all of the people that are there, to make sure that we're actually going and saying hello, giving our contact information out, then reaching out afterwards and saying, hey, it was a pleasure meeting you. Do you think we're going to have a follow-up meeting? See what we can do to work together, right? The powerful people in society, my friend, are the people that say to themselves that I have something to do and that I'm willing to partner with someone in order to make that thing grow. So collaborations are key. Collaborations are the only thing that will keep an initiative from dying out, because you're only one person. You're only one person. You can only accomplish so much with the 24 hours you have in a day. And let alone the ideas that you have in your head, the philosophies that you have in your head, you can only accomplish so much with those. So allow yourself the freedom to explore working with other human beings. Allow yourself the freedom to explore working with AI, right? Tools that will help you expand your horizons, and ideally do the things that you really are good at doing. I think the beautiful part about entrepreneurship and creativity in general is that at some point we realize that we're really, really good at da-da-da-da, and we're really not that good at da-da-da-da. So to write those things down, to be like, I'm good at this, or put it another way, this is actually really, really useful, and it has been for me, and actually I'm going to do this right after this too, because I want to take a look again. Mr. Beast does this phenomenal thing where he writes down what he does every single week, and he makes sure to say, okay, these are things that I actually like doing, these are things that I don't want to do, and then he goes out of his way to find people that do the things better than he ever could that he doesn't want to do, so that he can focus on the things that he wants to do, that he likes to do. I think what we're looking for is freedom in life. Where does that come from? It comes from having a team that can do all the things that don't allow you to be free. Like, if you don't like cooking, you don't like cleaning your house, you don't like doing all that stuff, you got to make enough money to then hire the useful person that has the right values and morals to be around you to do all that stuff. I'm actually in the process of looking for a housekeeper. If anyone knows a company or something that's beneficial for that, let me know. The reason is because I know that I don't want to do that stuff. I would rather focus my time and energy on building out the opportunities for myself and my network, you know, and finding those opportunities, investing the time to write those letters of intent, to go and get those companies, to go and acquire those properties, and to expand my vision of healthcare. So teams are essential. And I'm looking at scaling right now. I'm reading Brandon Dawson's book, The 9-Figure Mindset, Natalie Dawson's book, Teamwork. Dawsons are part of they're the creators of Cardone Ventures, which is a private equity company. And I say this to you because, listen, I'm always learning. The only way that I can feel useful and relevant to you is if I'm actually spending my time and energy to go and build up my skill set. That means that if I have 20K sitting in the bank, you best believe I'm gonna go spend that 20K on educating myself, because otherwise these videos aren't very useful to you. And frankly speaking, I can't get to where I want. The last concept I'll leave you with is the ignorance cost. The ignorance cost of not being where you want to be in life. And I always tell people when they're joining me and when they're in a leadership position, and I'm also going to start asking the question, what's the book that changed your life? Because that's actually going to make a difference. I always ask them, what is the number? Give me a number. In your life, what is the number you want to see? And they're like, oh, what do you mean, in my bank account, or, where? I'm like, no, just give me a number, right? Like a money number. It doesn't have to exist in your bank account. It doesn't have to exist, just something that you think you're worth. And so many people haven't even thought of that. And aren't even serious about it. Don't even take the question seriously. So if we can't find that in ourselves as the leaders, the originators of a team, or the catalysts of a team, if we can't find that number, that value that we want to present to society, that we think we're worth, how are we going to find that in the various people that we employ, or the various people that join us? We cannot. So it starts in here, and it starts with us actually getting out there and actually putting in the time and energy to go and meet people, genuinely believing that we will come across information and people that are good to grow the things that we want to do. Smash that like button if you made it all the way through. Subscribe. My name's Rob. I make videos about emotional intelligence every day. I have a network for college students and high school students if they want to learn about what personal development is, what finance is, what it means to network, and how to actually establish a network. I have a media company called ZDT Entertainment, who actually does all the uploading for my YouTube and all this other stuff. Also a lot of other stuff there. A lot of big plans with ZDT Entertainment. And then Terabify is my scaling company. So I actually have contracts with companies that allows me to give them advice on how to implement new operations to get more leads, to get more sales, to get more revenue, to tighten up their efficiency. I intend to be the owner, or at least a partner in a very big private equity firm in the future. So if you're someone like that and you're watching this video, or you know someone, hit me up, bridge the network, and you know what? Let's work together. Actualize your potential catalyst. This world needs you. Take care of yourself. I'll see you on the flip.